Baseball fans, buckle up. If you thought the regular season was winding down quietly, think again. We're talking about heart-stopping finishes, division clinchers, and monumental swings that had us on the edge of our seats. Get ready, because here on Baseball Extra, we're diving deep into the moments that define the end of the season. You won't want to miss this. What an absolute whirlwind the American League Central became. Remember those Detroit Tigers? They were pushing hard, trying to keep their playoff baseball dreams alive. We saw Javier Baez step up to the plate, bases loaded, a high fly ball to left, and just like that, it was gone. A solo shot for a crucial Tigers lead. But baseball, as we know, is never that simple. The Red Sox, eyeing a strong wildcard spot themselves, quickly turned the tide. Durant's double off the wall brought in a run, and suddenly, it was Boston leading 4-3. They clinched their 89th win, taking 2 out of 3 from Detroit, and unfortunately for the Tigers, ending their hopes for the Central Division crown. What a finish! Meanwhile, the Guardians were having their own nail-biting moments. On Game 162, the air was thick with anticipation. The announcement came from Austin. The Guardians were officially crowned L Central Division champions. But even with the division secured, they wanted to finish in style. Pinch hitter Rowdy Tellez stepped in, and with one swing, he sent that ball deep off Rodriguez. It was gone. We were tied no more. Then, in a moment that felt straight out of a movie, Brian Rocchio delivered a walk-off home run down the right field line. Off the pole, the Cleveland Guardians ended their regular season with an exclamation point, celebrating their championship in the most dramatic fashion. The energy was electric. Over in the AL East, the New York Yankees were making their own statement heading into the wild card. Let's talk about Ben Rice. This guy was having a season. We saw him unleash a deep shot to center field, going back into Monument Park. The Yankees took a 1-0 lead. Later, with the game tied, Rice, leading off in the 8th, blasted another one to deep left center. Beavers was turning, looking, and it was gone. His second home run of the game, putting the Yankees up 3-2. What an incredible display of power hitting. The Yankees finished their season strong, winning 8 straight, and with a Blue Jays win, it set up an epic wild card series. The Yankees hosting the Red Sox starting Tuesday. Talk about a heavyweight matchup right out of the gate. These are the games we live for on Baseball Extra. Now, let's pivot to the Toronto Blue Jays, who were not just winning, but dominating their way to the AL East title. Alejandro Kirk had an absolutely monumental game. Bases loaded. Early in the game, he stepped up in a huge spot and drove one to deep left field. A grand slam. The Blue Jays exploded to a 5-1 lead in the first. The Rays tried to claw their way back, with a couple of key hits cutting the deficit, but Kirk wasn't done. He came up again, already with a homer and a double, and he crushed another one to center field. Gone. A 2-run homer. Addison Barger and George Springer added to the fireworks, pushing the Blue Jays to a massive 13-4 lead. What a team. What a year. The ground ball to Guerrero, the throw to first, and they had done it. The Blue Jays were the AL East champs in 2025. It had been 10 long years, but they finally sat atop that tough division again. The celebrations were well-deserved, a testament to their incredible team chemistry and relentless drive. Shifting gears to the National League, the Cincinnati Reds were in a frantic race for a postseason berth. LED La Cruz showed off his raw power, driving one to center field that went deep, a 22nd homer for De La Cruz, putting the Reds up 1-0. Then, another solo shot extended their lead. But the Brewers, playing spoiler, had other plans. Danny Jansen launched one way back, taking the lead from Milwaukee. The Mets, meanwhile, were on the brink of a historic collapse. The Reds were trying to earn their way in, but the Brewers clinched their 97th win, a franchise record, by shutting down the Reds. The question loomed, would the Mets' collapse truly open the door for Cincinnati? In a critical moment, the Marlins scored 4 in the 4th. Alonso came to the plate, the tying run, and lined one to left. But Senoza made a fantastic catch, frustrating Alonso and leaving the bases loaded. The agony continued. Linder pulled one on the ground, a double play. And just like that, the Mets' agonizing 3.5-month slow-motion collapse was complete. Their postseason hopes ruined on the final day of the season by the Marlins. The Marlins won 4-0, knocking the Mets out and putting the Cincinnati Reds in their stead. What a dramatic end to the NL wildcard race. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate some legends and incredible individual performances. Clayton Kershaw, a true icon, made what could be his final start. 18 seasons after his debut in 2008, he wrapped it up under the sun in Seattle. He struck out 7, ending with a curveball. The entire ballpark was on its feet, not a soul sitting, as Freddie Freeman was given the honor of taking Kershaw out of the game. An incredibly emotional moment for Kershaw, his family, and the entire Dodger organization. Then, there was Shohei Ohtani, continuing his superhuman season, 2 for 3, and then a high drive to left center field. Gone, his 55th home run, breaking his own franchise record for home runs in a single season. Absolutely remarkable. The Phillies also had their share of heroics. In the final game of the year, with the winning run at third, a poke to center field led to a walk-off sacrifice fly. The Phillies won their 96th game, setting a franchise record for wins in a single season at Citizens Bank Park. What an unforgettable way to close out the year. The San Diego Padres were surging, led by Xander Bogaerts, who delivered a 2-run double, putting the Padres up 4-1. Manny Machado then added a home run, his 27th of the year, with a deep shot to left. Jackson Merrill continued the offensive showcase with his second double of the day, knocking in 3 runs. The Padres were red hot. In a crucial matchup, the Cubs and Cardinals were scoreless until Seiya Suzuki stepped up. He unleashed a line drive to deep left, racing back at the track at the wall. It's gone. Suzuki, red hot down the stretch, hit his 32nd home run, putting the Cubs on the board first. Meanwhile, a bittersweet moment unfolded for Charlie Morton. Though not official, it was understood he could be making his final start in his 18-year career. A special day for Charlie and his family. And Ronald Acuna Jr. ensured it was a memorable one, lifting a high and deep shot that was long gone, putting the Braves up 2-0 in the first. Morton then struck out the final batter he faced with a curveball, a fitting into what has been an incredible ride. The Kansas City Royals brought the fireworks. Yastrzemski crushed one to right field, giving the Royals a 5-0 lead in the 7th. Then, Carter Jensen showed off his immense power, sending one way up on the grass hill and out of the stadium. Back-to-back home runs in the 7th, including a monstrous 482-foot shot. Yastrzemski wasn't done, hitting another homer to cap off a huge game. Mike Trout, even in what could be his final week, continued his dominance. After hitting his 400th career home run last Saturday, he crushed another one to left center, long gone. Trout continued to finish strong, a testament to his legendary career. And finally, we saw another catcher make history. A deep fly ball to left field. It was his 19th home run as a catcher, tying a franchise record, and his 20th on the season. What an incredible milestone for a catcher. These are the moments, the plays, and the stories that make baseball so special. From thrilling walk-offs to division clinchers, the final days of the regular season always deliver unforgettable memories. We've seen incredible baseball highlights and historic performances. What an amazing ride. We hope you enjoyed this recap of some truly electrifying baseball moments. Don't forget to show your support for Baseball Extra by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel. We've got so much more exciting baseball content coming your way, so make sure you don't miss a single play. Your engagement helps us bring you all the best from the world of baseball.